boarded mission?
No.
An open?
An open, yeah.
Was he smiling when you opened her?
No, really.
Fuck. Was he smiling when you opened the girl at the bus stop?
Not really.
Why are you forgetting to smile, player? Why are you forgetting to smile? How do I get you to smile? I'm going to put a zap collar on you.
Yeah.
Why are you forgetting to smile? You know, what's the most crucial thing I've explained to you?
Facial
Because you're
expression.
afraid.
Yeah.
What you are afraid of? What the worst can happen?
Yeah.
Tell me. What the worst can happen?
I
Gonna
just.
slap you?
No, I just.
All right, listen. What was your approach to the first one? So you were explaining the first one. So you stopped. She was walking, and then she stopped at the bus stop.
Yeah.
What did I say when they stopped? Keep going or abort?
Keep going.
No. Remember I say I want them in motion, right? I want you to stop them when they're in motion. Once they get to a bus stop, it's a bit more of an ambush, right?
Yeah.
So then it's much harder. Then you got to be then you got to be extra calibrated, right? And so if you haven't nailed the calibration of them walking, to speak to someone when they're not so much ambush, but when they're stationary, when they're sitting down, when they're in a line, when they're waiting for a bus stop or whatever, waiting for a bus, it's even bigger calibration that you need.
Yeah.
All right, so you got your work. It's more pressure on you. So you opened her when she stopped, and tell me how it went.
Not great. Probably didn't smile enough.
You didn't smile. So you've approached a girl who's stationary and you're not smiling.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to be here waiting for my bus stop for the next 7 minutes. Is this guy going to be speaking to me with a sullen face for 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So already you got your work cut out for you. What were you going to say?
Yeah. I delayed.
You delayed. Yeah.
And then I was waiting because the bus didn't. I thought, is she getting on the bus or not? And
That's why I say when they stop, too many moving parts. Because then you're like, well, are they waiting for the boyfriend? Are they waiting for the bus stop? Are they about to meet a boyfriend? Are they about to meet a friend? What are they doing? Should I have stopped? Should I just always stop the girl when she's on her own, when she's walking slowly? So for you, it's keeping it really simple. KISS. You know the KISS method? KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. So let's not complicate things. I mean, I did mention those 3 girls. There are exceptions to the rule of keeping it simple. Sometimes it's so compelling, either you get an IOI and someone goes into a shop and it's a big IOI and you know it, or you got 3 girls who have got a really pleasant face and you've got a good vibe, and then you know it's going to be a good set, so you open them. But for your case, 1 sets.
Yes.
What you doing? That's okay. No. 1 set, walking slowly.
Yes.
Ideally, no phone in their hand, or they're going to have a phone in their hand because they're girls. But ideally, they're not on their phone, or they're not talking to someone. Maybe they've got music on. If they've got their headphones on, they're probably just listening to music. And if you stop with a nice phone, they'll take their headphones out, or they'll stop their song. But
I shouldn't have stopped that girl down there because she had sunglasses on. But she was walking slowly, so...
She was walking slow.
She said she has a husband, so I was like... Oh.
That's cool. I mean, there are exceptions, right? And I'm also weighing up the fact that I do want you to open some sets. Yeah. The time constraint. Whether we're going to find... I mean, it's always Murphy's Law, right? When we're in coaching, we're not going to see all the sets that we want to open. And then when we finish coaching, you're going to one day wake up 7 o'clock in the morning, a bit hungover, and you're going to see the girl of your dreams as soon as you leave your house, and you're like, fuck, I wish I had the skills to open that girl right then and there.
Yeah.
So it's always during coaching sessions that we just don't see the sets that we want. So the reason I got you to open her is because maybe not going to be a girl of that quality. She was wearing sunnies. I think she even had her headphones on.
Yeah.
That's cool. This would be an ideal open, but she's walking very, very fast. And her phone is very close to her face, so she's got a map, or she's about to meet someone.
She walked up twice.
I saw her twice as well. So there's obviously something going on where she's looking for someone. So you know that one's going to be look, I'm running a bit late, or I've got to meet someone, or I have a boyfriend. what music he's listening to. I want you to smile when you say it. Okay. I want you to say, excuse me, what's that nice? What's that nice music you're listening to?
Excuse me. What is the nice music you're playing? What is the nice music you're playing?
There's nice music. We can hear this like Middle Eastern music. I've got Turkish friends. Yeah. Because I could hear it. Because we're actually going to Istanbul. We're going to Istanbul next week, first time. And I thought maybe it was it was Turkish or Lebanese, but Turkish is good. We're going to smoke some shisha from Australia, and he's from Ireland. Yeah. How long are you here for? You traveling? You're a tourist? Yeah. All right. No, I only speak English and Italian. Yeah. All good, brother. Turkish music, good. Good stuff, lan. I have Turkish friends. I call them lan, and they said to me, bad word. They said siktir lan. I don't know what. Is it bad? It's bad. It's not good. It's not good. All right. So in that case, basically, you would go. It's just about just creating a nice energy and a nice vibe, right? So then what you do, where are these bubbles coming from?
There's a shop.
Okay. All right, so, but that was good. So basically, that's the sort of stuff that you need to just get comfortable doing, because that's an indirect opener. Yeah. Now, if that was a female group of from that particular country,
yes,
they'd be like, oh, the music is Turkish music, and then you can actually say, oh well, I'm actually going there next week. I mean, whatever. I'm going there, but I'm not going there next week. I'm going there in a few weeks. And you're not coming with me. But it's just nice. It's a nice little segue. The point is, what was his reaction when we said that?
He was smiling.
Yeah.
He was in a good mood.
But the first time, he didn't quite understand your vibe because you didn't speak clearly.
Yeah, I didn't speak clearly.
And you didn't smile as much.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I did that, because it showed you. I wanted to see real time the reaction of just a normal guy. Yeah. Like what's the go, right? So that's what I chimed in and said, oh man, it's really nice. It's nice music we heard. All right. So it's all about. Okay, so keeping it simple. So who are you going to be opening? What kind of sets? In terms of numbers of sets? 1 set, 3 sets, multi-sets, mixed, 1 set. Pace of their walk?
Slow.
Are they on their phone?
No.
Okay.
Well,
cool. Yeah. That's it. Oh. A bit too fast. A little bit too fast. So they're 1 set, walking slowly, not on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the most important thing with the opener?
Smile.
Yep. And the second most important thing?
Slow.
Yep.
Down.
Slow down. Slow down. That's it. They're the two things you need to focus on, is just the sets and then the opener. Smile and slowly. Smile and slow. And you need to do you just need to do a lot of reps.
Yeah.
Okay? After this session. Mm-hmm. And you also need to just get used to engaging people in conversation.
Yeah.
Okay? It's going to come. Trust me. You just got to have faith in the process. It's going to come. I've worked with guys like you for years. Over the years, I've worked with guys who are very, very introverted, and I slowly saw them, making changes. And after like 6 months, a year, they're night and day. I mean, you're night and day in terms of your appearance, in terms of the way you sit. Whereas before you were a bit more stiff, you're a bit more relaxed now. So that's definitely a start, right? And the good thing about you is you're going in there. You've got the balls to not having. You might be a bit nervous in set, but you're throwing yourself in set, and you're listening to the coach, which is really, really good. Did you have a session with John today?
No, later on.
Later today.
4 o'clock to 6.
Okay. 4 to 6. Alrighty then. Describe this person you see walking. Make a description.
On a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she's coming from the office. I don't know. She relaxed.
Pleasant face.
Pleasant face.
Conservatively dressed. She dressed. Is an exhibitionist.
No.
Conservative. Yep. But what's the pace of her walking? She was quite fast.
Fast, yeah.
Yeah, so it meant that she was either, what?
Yeah, she's picking up her pace now, so she must be,
Going to work. If she's picking up a pace, she's obviously needing to catch a bus.
Yeah.
Look over there. There's a girl across the road in black.
Black?
Look at me. She's over. Look at where my finger's pointing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
She's got a black dress and she's on the phone.
Yes.
Let's have a look to see if she has a pleasant face, because you could probably, hopefully she gets off the phone by the time she walks past. But that could be. This is an open here in the jeans, the white top. She just walked off.
Yeah.
Yep, that's an open.
That's right.
Yep, definitely. Hang on. I would have bought, and I would probably, there would definitely be something where we can. No, go away. That's an open.
Yeah.
That's an open, 100%. That is.
Hi. I just started with Captain Hour, and I decided it was really cute today. My name is Aiden.
My nails.
Oh, okay. Right. Have a good day.
You too,
Thanks. Bye.
I saw you open her. I'm going to ask you. When you opened her,
Yes.
she had her headphones on, or she had her headphones on, or
Yeah.
Okay, she took her headphones off.
Yeah.
She stopped.
Yeah.
Did she ask you to repeat yourself, or did she not understand what you said the first time?
She probably didn't understand me the first time.
Okay, so one of your other goals is stick the landing, or stick the opener.
Yeah. Plus
So-
my stop wasn't great. I was kind of not.
I saw it. That's okay. I saw it.
Oh.
I saw it. It's fine. You stopped at about 9 o'clock. At her 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I stop at her. Try and stop. More at her 10 or 11.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to stop directly in front, but as long as you're kind of in front of her, right? But she actually stopped and she turned towards you, so she could actually take you in, as opposed to look at you from the side.
Yeah.
You're about to. Did you say excuse me to her as you were crossing the road? Just before she crossed the road?
No. Wait.
You waited. Okay. Did you see her? What did you see her? Did you notice her noticing you crossing the road?
No, I kind of pulled back
Yeah.
because I knew when she went that way. I was like, okay, I'll just go.
She didn't notice you. I was watching her. I wanted to see her do. If she did this,
Yeah.
if she saw that you were crossing the road, that would have been like a no-no,
Okay.
like a no-go. But the fact that she didn't see you is good. So that your open was spontaneous.
Yeah.
Now, what did he smile when he opened her? Okay. I didn't really see. I've got good vision, but I couldn't really see a smile. Do you remember smiling? Did you have a big smile when you opened her?
Yeah.
If you had to be honest. You had the smile over here, didn't you?
I had the smile.
Yeah, I saw you smile here.
Before 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you opened her, oh, for fuck's sake, you're doing it now. And then when you opened her, you lost the smile. I don't know why you're losing the smile. The smile is your friend. The smile is your friend, mate. You got a different demeanour with the smile. How do I get you to fucking smile? How do I get you to smile?
Big serious head on me. It was funny.
You're so serious when you open, right? It's not serious. It's not serious work. I mean, it's serious work, but it's a fun task, a fun endeavour. You're opening someone because you like their vibe and their look. It should elicit and generate smiles and laughter, right? It shouldn't be as serious.
Yeah.
Girls don't like serious. They like hashtag good vibes only. Hashtag good feels with a Z. Good vibes with a Z. There's not the minute someone is serious, the minute someone talks about something heavy, not lighthearted, intense, it's just like, you know what? I'm out. I'm just going to go chill with my girlfriends. I'm going to go home, play with my dog, right?
Yeah.
So if you open with that,
Yeah.
you're not really painting a great picture of like what the next 6 months or 12 months is going to be like if she's going to choose someone like Aiden, right?
Yeah.
Now, granted, she was a high value girl.
Yeah.
She was attractive. She was well put together. She had a nice body.
19? I think she had braces.
I don't think she was 18, no? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. This here is going to be a good open for you. I mean, it's going to be an open because get off the phone. Bloody hell. How's my client going to find a wife if you girls are always on the phone? I want you to open her.
Yeah?
Yep. I don't care that she's on her phone. I don't care. Smile.
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.
Mine's wet. Done.
Did she stop?
Speeding Gonzalez.
Speeding what?
Speeding Gonzalez.
Oh, Speedy Gonzalez. Did you try to stop her?
Oh, she was good, but her pace was quicker.
So you didn't get okay. But did you try and stop her, or
No,
did you just break away? All right, cool.
Broke away quickly.
Cool. That's cool. All right. See that girl over there with the white pants and the blue shirt?
Yeah.
I think she could be with her family. Oh, is she on her own? Is she with a family? Is she with a family? Yeah. Well, it's starting to get a little bit busier. Tell me what you see when you see these two girls. What do you see?
Good friends. Good vibe.
What else? What else do you notice about them?
Chill, casual, looks like they're on a
Smiling or serious?
Smiling.
Any? Are they phones? And are they looking at their phones?
No. Looking at each other.
Yep. Are they happy?
Happy, yeah.
Nice faces. Approachable.
Approachable.
The one on the left though, how's she dressed versus the one on the right?
Exactly. Is that? Yeah.
Exhibitionist?
Yeah, exhibitionist.
Yep. The one on the right's a bit more conservative.
Yeah.
Okay. This one here, she's quite intense looking, yeah?
Yeah, intense working.
Walking very fast.
Yeah.
Solo traveller from like an Estonia or something.
Maybe.
A little bit cold, a bit on the cold side.
Oh, yeah.
This is a nice open if she wasn't walking so fast. But she's obviously getting some supply. She's going back to work. She's getting some supplies for work. That's a really, really, really fast walk. Really fast walk. Girl across the road in a leather jacket.
On her phone, walking. Good. She's speeding up.
Yeah, she's speeding up a little bit too fast. A little bit too fast. The kind of pace that we're looking for is
holiday mode.
Yeah, it's like not a care in the world. It's kind of meandering. We don't really want someone who's walking with a lot of purpose and intent. How many actual approaches today? How many girls did you stop and how many did you attempt to stop? Like as in how many did you attempt but you had to abort because they either kept walking too fast or they stopped at the bus stop or they went to a store?
6. You have the one in the Ukrainian one in the shopping center. The one like the side street, cute one.
Yep.
Then you had the engagement one.
Yep. Yep.
Then you had the married one.
Yep.
Then you had the blonde one.
The blonde one, yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 5 or 6. And then there were some that just kept walking. Or are you including 6? That's 5 actual opens.
5 opens.
5 opens. And then like 4 or 5 attempts. Open this girl on the bike. Can you walk fast? Just joking. Nice vibe on these girls here. Oh, it's actually mother and daughter. But you see their pace. See how they kind of, you see how they're kind of like walking slowly, smiling, stopping, looking over here, looking around. Like that's the kind of vibe and the pace that you want. So you see how the brunette, the daughter's looked over here a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the sort of stuff that we're looking out for. It just means that she may not be attracted to either of us, but she's she's exhibiting or she's displaying the fact that she's open to the idea of interacting with strangers, right? It's not necessarily an IOI, just like, hey, I'm on holiday, I'm friendly. But you're starting to see the difference between what a warm approach and what a good approach, a bad approach. You're starting to see the difference between what would warrant an approach and what wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, and sometimes there are days like today where it's not as setty. You know, not as many sets as say when we were doing it the first time. Today's Thursday. When was our last session? On Tuesday? No, we did a session yesterday. We also did one on Tuesday, yeah?
Yeah.
So yesterday's one, I think we split it between Arcadia and Hard Rock.
Yeah.
And here.
It was Arcadia and here.
And here. And it was more steady.
Yeah.
More sets yesterday. So there are some days we're just not going to be as many people. Other days there will be more. One of the things to also find out when you go back home is find out where the thoroughfares are, where are going to be the busiest areas in where you live.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's viable or not, or find out the cities that are best to game, find out the time of the year, the time of the day. So for example, if you're in Warsaw for 2 weeks, you would know, okay, this particular street between after 6 o'clock is good because the buses stop running at 6 or 7. In the morning would be, maybe, a mall.
Yeah.
In lunchtime might be that side street where the French cafe was. You actually find out. So across the road, behind this bus is going to be a blonde walking on her own with a blue dress. You'll see her about now after this sign. Tattoos, well built. She's a bit older actually. Yeah, she's a bit older. That one walking. She's a bit older and she's a bit.
Look at that one over there.
Huh? The brunette.
Yeah. No?
Well, are you going to open her? She's with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sure, go for it. But draw my attention. What are you doing? You're going to do that to him, or he's going to do that to you? Obsessed with me. Guess where? Try and draw my attention to sets that look like you can open.
The one over there.
Across the road, brown dress, walking very slowly on her phone, but walking very slowly. That's going to be an open.
Well, I wait till she.
Of course, you wouldn't definitely not approach her face on. You would wait until she's walked. So look at her playing with her hair. See her playing with her hair. See her. See the way she's walking. She's kind of swaying her hips. She's available to the world. Not as in like anyone in the world can fuck her, but she's receptive to being approached. But there needs to be a reason to open it. You can't just say she looks nice. Just say, look, I noticed your dress. It looks very elegant.
Very elegant.
Okay, go. Or whatever comes to mind, just be authentic. Have a nice vibe. Go. You'll catch her, don't worry. She's not walking fast.
Excuse me. Hi. I know this is random, but I thought you looked with you today. Okay. You know English? Oh, nice. Are you Polish or Ukrainian? Ukrainian. Oh, okay, nice. Are you from here? Do you live here? Do you live in Ukraine? Oh, live in Warsaw? No. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Have a good day. Okay. One with the brown dress. I didn't go to her because she was on her phone.
Did you see the one with the denim skirt?
Yes, I approached her, Ukrainian. I stopped her.
Hang on. The one with the long denim, light coloured.
He told me.
Yeah, and she was quite striking, black top.
Yeah, she's stunning.
And she was a stunning woman. And my hunch was that she was definitely from out of town on her own.
Yeah.
Travelling.
Yeah.
All right.
Ukrainian.
Were you shooing away a wasp, or were you doing this transitioning thing? Right, cool. Fucking hell. Hopefully no one saw you do that, because that would definitely have dried up a lot of pussies in fucking Novi Shvat. Why does he always fucking laugh and smile when he's not in set? It is fucking unreal, mate. It is unreal. Maybe I should be there in the background, a larrikin, like just fucking doing some sort of monkey dance. So, I'm assuming your good mood is an indication of the fact that the set went okay.
Yeah, it went okay, but she had zero English. But
Okay. Did she stop?
she stopped.
Did she smile?
She
When you-
smiled, yeah, but she's like in a puzzle way, like, and she's like, what? And I was like,
Was she kind of, even though she didn't understand your accent,
yeah.
your very light accent, she understood why you're stopping her, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know where Ukrainian was. I probably, if I had my Google Translate on me, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Could I don't know, something happened, but she's like, maybe she would stay for a moment or two.
Have a look at that. Have a look at that. Just put the camera there. Put the camera there to those two guys. So you see those two guys holding hands in the green? Yeah? All right. So when they walk past me, tell me how you would actually, like, how disrespectful is it? So when they walk past me, they just did this. They're walking and then they were just like, and then they did this. At the same, in unison, right? Can you imagine? And then I have to, that happens to me all the time, especially in South America, especially in Brazil. And you can feel the intensity of their stare, right? And then I looked at them and they were still looking, even with their heads almost 180 degrees. Can you imagine imagine you're walking with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you're checking out another girl, and she gives you permission. Like, would you feel the girl would not be creeped out by the fact that you're checking her out and you're with your girlfriend? Yeah. Just there's something. That's why I have this issue with this kind of over the top, entitled.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not homophobic, man, but that's just something not right about. It's just like if a girl was checking me out when she's with her boyfriend, I'd be like, not disrespecting your boyfriend, like it just, I don't know, yeah. And also the fact that they knew I was uncomfortable because I looked away, they kept looking. If you stared at a girl and she kind of gave you this kind of weird look, you'd probably look away, right, out of respect, like for her privacy. But they just keep on staring because they don't give a fuck. Maybe they saw you do this. Maybe you were shooing away the wasp. Fucking hell, that's probably what it was. So, would you have got Google Translate out? Look, I probably would have. If there was enough interest, and enough interest there. If there was enough of, like, if you would have said something like, "Look, let me get Google Translate."
Yeah.
If she stood there and went okay and smiled, then cool. Yeah. But if you would have said nothing and then got her own phone out to like text her friend, then you know it's game over, right? Yeah. If you said, "Look, I'm going to get Google Translate out." If I'm the girl, right? So stand up. Tell me you're going to get Google Translate out. I'm the good-looking Ukrainian girl.
I'm just going to get Google Translate.
Okay, now do it again. If she does this, go do it. Put your phone in your pocket.
Okay. I'm just going to get Google Translate.
Okay. Sorry? So then you would just say, look, it's really nice to meet you. But if she stays in set, it's a test for interest, right? So if you tell her, I'm getting Google Translate out, I'm just going to explain something, you're getting her invested in you. Like, she's making an investment by staying in there. So look, I think you might have taken that chance. If you got a nice vibe and you liked her energy.
Yeah, I think if I was in, if I don't know, about 150 attempts, so I probably would have gone reps, like probably gone for it more.
Sure, but you just need to get more reps. Yeah. You're just going to get more reps under your belt, more reps, and try and Yeah, I mean, the focus is going to be on the energy, right? I guarantee you, if you articulate your words, slow down and smile, good vibe, the rest of the set will take care of itself, because the starting point is the most important, right? The opener, how you present yourself. You get one first impression,
Yes.
right? And she just needs to feel that you got a really easygoing, chilled out, light-hearted vibe, okay? Once that happens, she buys into your vibe. It's all kind of downhill, right, in terms of just easy. But if you start off in a serious way, it's hard to claw your way back from you can't start smiling midway through the set.
Yeah.
Right?
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.
Cool, so lessons for today. What have you learned? What are the main things that you need to work on moving forward? Okay, let's start with, what are the things you think you're doing well? What are the things you think you're doing well? Because there are a few things you're doing well.
Spotting.
Yep, definitely. So you're getting a good measure of people, much better than what you were a few days ago. So that's definitely an improvement. What else are you doing well?
I would say today a small bit relax and with my words are slowing down a small bit, but not fully improved.
But you're mindful of it, and that has improved. What else are you doing in terms of your approaches? That probably the most important thing you're doing in terms of my coaching, and how you're responding to my coaching when I send you into set.
Yeah.
Are you hesitating?
No, I'm going for it.
You're going for it.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the most key things. The fact that you have this kind of, you've got this, just get on with it, right? Really good, man. Like there's a lot of guys in your position would be stalling and going, oh look, I don't really like. You're like, okay, you want me to go for this one? Yeah, and you're just doing it. That's fantastic, man. Because that kind of mindset is kind of got this positive, can do. I'm going to go for it, right? I'm not here for long. I've got 3,000, 4,000 weeks left here on this earth. It's really, really positive, man, and that you just need to maintain that. All right, so they're the three things. So you're definitely spotting them much better, right? You're assessing them better. You're a bit more relaxed. So with your demeanor and with your expression, you're slowing down. It still needs improvement, but even your body language is more relaxed and less tense. And number three is most importantly is you're going for it, right? You don't really have a lot of approach anxiety. What are the things you need to work on?
Smiling is number one.
Yep. That's the biggest thing.
My language, slowing down my words, and also my stops need to be better because at the moment they're not.
Yep, stops need to be better. So
it's not even a stop. It's like it's not.
Vibe, smile, slow down your words. More conviction in your stops. Something else I noticed that you could be doing better is the speed at which you're approaching. You're letting them walk off too much. Like you just need to walk faster. Maybe go for a little run. If you don't need to run behind them, you can run across the road and then kind of cut in. But try and work on. Look, if you're approaching girls who are walking slowly, you just need to walk faster. Just walk fast. You don't need to run. How are you going to improve these things? What are some of the tools that I've given you or the suggestions that I've made to improve these things? Particularly around speech, slowing down your words and gaining more confidence. What's one thing you can be doing?
Acting classes, definitely.
Okay, acting classes.
And gym, physical,
confidence. Confidence is going to come from the gym. Your body's going to change a lot. 100% acting and gym. What did you also do today that you haven't done before in terms of the gentleman next to us?
Speaking to strangers, introducing myself, but also have to smile and be louder.
No, but what did you do just now or before with this guy here? What did you do that was really good? that I told you to do?
I've approached people.
No, you paid him a compliment.
Okay.
What did you pay him a compliment about?
Music.
You said, what's that nice music you're listening to? Okay. So that's really important. And then what happened as a result of that? Did he get angry or did he smile?
Smile.
All right.
Good vibes.
And then as a result, that made you feel good, right?
Yeah.
You had an interaction with a stranger. Okay. So there are some takeaways here, right? In terms of the actual results, you stopped the most attractive girl that I saw today, right? Even though she didn't speak English, you stopped her. She stopped.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most graceful of stops from your account, but she stopped nonetheless, and you were able to elicit some sort of emotion out of her. This is a great starting point. The girl in that laneway that was attractive, she took her headphones out, and you made her stop and you made her smile. This is nothing to scoff at, right? Like these are things that 99% of guys don't do. So that, don't feel that you're just because you haven't got a number or gone on a date while you've been here, don't feel that you haven't achieved anything. You've achieved a lot, but it's going to be a steep learning curve for you. But you're starting from a pretty low base, so that each incremental improvement you make is going to be quite pronounced. It's going to be quite a market improvement from the previous time. Whereas guys starting already from a lot of experience and like 500 opens, they're going to be making very small improvements. Your improvement's going to be leaps and bounds, but you just got to stick to it. Stay in contact with James and I. Send messages. Report to us like every week about your stats, what you've been doing, your wins, your wins, your not losses, but areas for improvement. Questions you can ask us. Run some ideas by us. Send voicemails. Do video calls. Whatever it is. Just stay engaged and stay engaged with us and stay engaged with the process. Any questions about what we've done the last couple of days?
No, it's...
you know what you need to do?
I know what I need to do, yeah.
How are you feeling about doing all these things? Do you feel overwhelmed by the task ahead? Or do you feel optimistic? Or do you feel that there's a lot of, do you feel motivated to do it? Do you feel it's going to be a big, quite a laborious task? How are you feeling about doing it?
I would say optimistic, but where I live and where I'm from.
I felt that.
It's the issue.
Yeah.
Because if I was living here, I think it would be amazing. But living in a major city in Europe, and it can be done.
Can you work remotely? Or do you go into the office 5 days a week?
I can work remotely, but
you were going to say you can work remotely, weren't you? You're going to. I do that all the time. Yeah, so you can work remotely.
Yeah. So.
You can.
Yeah, but.
How long have you worked for this company for?
2 years.
And do they give you opportunities to work abroad, or not abroad, but like during? Oh, you probably weren't working for them during COVID.
No, it's one of my colleagues actually was in Portugal for 3 months, but he's taking the piss and he got cut.
He's taking the piss?
Yeah, he was not logging on correctly, he was late, and then he was asked to come home, so he came home.
So he's not a good example of someone who's doing it well.
Yeah, so, but I spoke to a girl there a couple months ago. She's an Irish girl, and she was she does virtual assistants, her job is. This job is mostly for women, but I said just have a chat with her and she said she met people working for banks. They're working for banks in the UK when they're living in Spain and that. So I was like, okay, and she's like, the company didn't know
Okay. So why don't you look into that? Because I think that's going to be, this is a skill set you can use that has application not only in the social setting, social realm, but also in work, building relationships, gaining new clients, gaining more confidence during an interview process, overcoming conflict. Presenting to new people, presenting to a team, presenting to groups. It has application in different facets of life. So I would say the most important thing is continue this journey that you're on and see if you can do it in a place that's conducive to learning. Because if you go, the last thing I want you to do is learn all these new skills and then go back to this kind of drab, dreary place where there's not much happening. And then you don't lose the skills, they just go dormant, and then you've got to kind of reinvigorate them, or you've got to reawaken them, and that can take a process. So I'd rather you look into being in a place that's conducive to doing this open and work. That might mean taking a bit of a hit financially, not too much of a hit, but it would be negligible after taxes and everything else. You're better off being in a place that's maybe a little bit cheaper, that has sets to be had, that you can actually, pursue that, avenue in life where you can feel fulfilled versus feeling, demotivated. And look, if you find you're living in a place that reinvigorates you out of your comfort zone, it also reawakens a side of you that might have been dormant. So then you build new skills and you have this new lease on life, and maybe that creates new work opportunities, right? I know with me, when I developed these skills, it opened up the world to me opened up a new world to me in terms of, work opportunities, in the sales industry, and I had offers from different people from different industries, but I just chose to stay in this industry. But it's just because it tapped into a different side of me that I was able to, develop this kind of skill set. So it's a really, really good skill set to have. And you're on the right path.
I think it's one of the most important skills, actually, to talk to people, communication skills.
To talk to people, absolutely.
You're not going to go nowhere just working remotely and having these shitty team talks every morning.
Yep, 100%, man. Like it's all about connecting, interacting, building rapport, building trust, building friendships, and these are the skills that are transferable into that realm, right? It's not just about meeting chicks, right? It's about how to build connections with the people around you, the world around you, how to read people, how to read the room, what parts of your tool set, your skill set you need to apply to a certain group or a certain person, knowing when to use it. Like, it's really, really valuable, man. So, I've seen guys, unfortunately, who finish boot camps and intense sessions, immersion sessions, and they go back to their, Western country, woke country, and they stop. So at least you're aware of it. It's good. Cool, man.
Yeah, I have to. In the next few weeks, I think I'm gonna have to quit my job.
Quit?
Yeah, I think.
Try and find something before you do.
That's fine.
Don't do anything knee-jerky.
So, I need to by September, because I'm not running out of time. It just feels like it's August now. It's going to be September next 2 weeks time nearly. And I'm still with them. And I was planning to move to Copenhagen early March.
Why Copenhagen?
I just really like the city.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm talking to, what's the guy, the Indian guy who lives in Norway?
Taran.
He said, why are you going to Copenhagen? They're very
woke and progressive.
Woke and progressive.
It's Scandinavia.
He said go to Stockholm. I was like, I have friends in Stockholm. I have like two. They worked in bars and like that. I was like, so, I don't know. I just need to get going because I'm going to be 34 next year and I can't.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't about your age. Your age is fine, mate. Don't put. Certainly act and move with some urgency. But don't stress about your age. Don't put undue. Don't think, 18 months, 2 years time, I need to be married with kids because then I'll be 36. Don't. It's the kiss of death. Don't worry about your age. Just make the right decisions. And then do you like that? And then. She's it's elegant. She's walking a little bit too fast, and she's on her phone. She's not on her phone. She's just listening to music. Anyway, there are better cities than Copenhagen. Stockholm. There's Prague. There's Budapest. There's Warsaw. There's.
Barcelona? No.
Barcelona, absolutely. Barcelona is fucking incredible. It's incredible. There's Sofia in Bulgaria. There's Bucharest. Bucharest, probably not Romania. But there are certainly some really, really vibrant cities.
Lisbon?
Lisbon. Yeah. We want a city where you can that's going to be conducive to this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right, so it might mean you doing some reconnaissance on your own. But James and I can certainly give you a list of cities, its pros and cons. The two that I'm thinking about that I should have said is Belgrade in Serbia. Belgrade?
Yeah.
You been to Serbia? Have you been?
No.
You'll be blown away. And Zagreb in Croatia.
Zagreb will be my option.
Okay. Zagreb is. And do you have an EU? Do you have an?
Oh yeah, I have an Irish passport.
So then that means.
Tomorrow morning I can fly in.
So that means Zagreb would be. I would. Yeah, man. Look, I'm based in Zagreb sometimes of the year, so I'll be going there because I've got some friends there. I know some people there, so I've got. You know, in terms of places to go, if you did want to pick up and do any training there, we could do some there as well. You could speak to James about it, but I'll be there. And if you wanted to, just reach out, just say, Joe, look, I'm going to be in Zagreb this time. When are you going to be there? I'm like, well, I'm going to be there this time as well.
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.
And then if you want to do some coaching, then you can. But, you know, like you need to sample some of these cities just to see.
Yeah, like I lived 3 or 4 weeks in Stockholm there 10 years ago.
Okay.
It's a cool place. I was looking for work. I was looking for bar work. I didn't have zero qualification, just looking for bar work. I came from Australia, came from New Zealand. I did a year in New Zealand, did 2 years in Australia, and I went to Sweden in August to July time. Was the worst time to go there because everyone leaves Stockholm to go on holidays.
Everyone, it's called Stockholm Week. Everyone leaves and goes to Croatia, goes to Albania, goes to Italy. Yeah, no one's there.
There was no work-wise, and it was like, come back in September, October. I was like, I can't, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So I came home and went back to college because I needed to get a degree.
All right. So cool. So you got some homework ahead of you then.
Yeah.
So acting classes, gym, find out some cities that you can do some work in.
Yeah.
That you can continue this development in. Sort out what you want to do with work.
Yeah.
I want you to also go do approaches, set amount of approaches a week, and focus on the way you project your voice, slowing down, vibe, doing things that help you get into state. There's some work to do, right? Yeah. But you certainly have a trajectory and you're going in the right direction. Yes. So what time's your session with John? 4?
4 o'clock.
4, okay, cool. This would be a pleasant set to open. She'd be good. No phone, no nothing. Yeah, go do it, man. Do it. Do it. You saw her. You thought she looked nice. I want to introduce myself. Okay, cool. That's all right. Anyway, but you know what you need to do, right? Like you know the type of girls that. So if you're walking home and you see one, oh my God, she's attractive, she's on her own, she's walking slowly, she's got no headphones on, her head's bobbing, it's compelling. You have to do it. You can't not do it. Yeah, you don't want to let those ones go.
Cool. So how was the training with Joe and John the last few days?
No, it has been really good. Really been just the information they give you back, the feedback, the steps, how to project your voice, and how to stop a girl, how to
Stop or stab?
stop.
Stab is last resort.
Stab. So yeah, just how to do a good stop. Make sure you're in front of her. Don't be at the side. Because at the start of the training, I was really my stopping was really poor. And since yesterday and today, there's a big improvement. And
Great.
with John, especially today, I did my first attempt. It was good. I spoke to this girl. She's from Azerbaijan, but my first stop wasn't great. It was 10 o'clock, not 12 o'clock. But after a few more, I got to 12 o'clock and I stopped and I was had a good frame. Then it was I had a good approaches, yeah, good.
What have you learned also about how to read and play, reading people's body language?
Body language.
Sets?
Yeah, body language has improved a lot. By just looking at a girl, if she's in a rush, it's going to be very difficult to stop, and you're going to have to. You have to show real confidence. You can't just be weak. You're going to have to stop at 12 o'clock. You can't be at 10:30 or 11 o'clock. It needs to be face to face.
What about some of the things that you've been able to deduce from the way they walk, the way they turn?
Yeah.
I mean, some of the things that they do, some of those cues that you look at. For example, how do you know if a girl is more likely to be available and open to interactions versus someone who's closed? What are some of the things that you do?
Yeah, so yesterday we sit down and we just have a look around in the mall and on this street as well, and we just see how a good approach can be done. If a girl is going really slowly, pushing her hair across, or she's just on her phone, but she's not really on her phone. She's kind of just fidgeting, and she's like looking around.
And
her head moving
around, looking side to side versus looking straight ahead. These are all things that you're able to identify.
Even your eyes, if she looked at you twice, that's a good chance to be a good approach. As well, even on Saturday, Joe showed me a great how to. What was that? Yesterday on Saturday afternoon evening, I was walking down this street here, and there was a girl sitting down with her friend. She looked at me twice. So I told Joe, and Joe told me to go up the street with him and see if she's still there, and use your headphones.
Well, your initial question was, how do I confirm if it was an IOI? Well, let's go back there and go find out. So, and I said to you, well, the way you would do it is you'd put your headphones on, and you would make a phone call, or you would do something to get her attention and get within her eye shot, get on her radar and see if she would look at you again.
Yes.
Right.
If she looked at you again, then you would confirm, okay, well, it was definitely an IOI, I wasn't imagining things. But if she saw that you were there, Dobro večer. Thank you for protecting us. Anyway, that fell flat. So the way you do it is you confirm if it was an IOI.
Yes.
If you were going to be on her radar and she's going to notice, she was definitely going to give you an IOI, then you can confirm that's on. But if she noticed you were there but didn't give you an IOI, then you can confirm, okay, it was an IOI just in my head.
Yeah.
And the way to do that is to get on the phone, be animated, get on her radar. So you've learned a lot of these tactics and new skills to learn to confirm whether you read the play right. I mean, another thing that you did quite well just on that topic is what I really liked about your game, I guess, is your attitude, your willingness to go into sets. Right? I didn't see a lot of approach anxiety. I'd send you into sets, say that one is good, and then go in. That was great. Whereas initially, it was hard for you to open. You really weren't opening that much. You had this kind of apprehension, this kind of trepidation. And yesterday you did 6 with me, and another 6 with John, and then today you did 5. So these things, these are really, really good signs that you're just going into battle, so to speak, going into battle, I guess, with yourself. Really, kudos to you. What do you think are some of the things that you need to be working on moving forward?
I would say my smile's big.
Oh my God!
Because I don't smile.
You smile now, I guess, when we're not in set, right? And then after, but in set, we just got to kind of knock this. You got to knock this serious Irish lad out of the park. Just get rid of him. You got to kill him.
Yeah. He's a big.
Like Jon Snow in Game of Thrones. Kill the boy.
What's this?
Kill the boy.
The beer.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Dobro večer. Just salt it.
So other things to work on just in the kind of social skills sense. What are the key things to work on moving forward?
Yes. So Joe was really showing me this morning. It was this afternoon. So he was showing how if you're talking to your friend, you want to be don't come back as creepy, but this is you show me how the circle.
Speak slower.
Yeah.
Try not to let the language thing derail you. It's going to happen a lot as you start travelling around. I know Joe said that maybe you want to spend some time in Zagreb and Copenhagen, place like this.
Yeah.
Actually, where ironically, well, not ironically, but you won't struggle with English because they all speak pretty good English.
Yes.
So, but a lot of Ukrainians here that don't speak English, right?
I mean, approaching is very nuanced, right? So, for example, she's a good-looking girl. Mm-hmm. She would have seen 4 guys sitting here.
Yeah.
Right? Because she's an attractive girl, she's honed in on that peripheral vision since she was very young. I'd say I'd put her at about 27 or 28.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the last 12 or 13 years, she's had to be on guard and on alert and peripheral vision activated. So she knows there are 4 dudes, predatory dudes.
Yeah.
Right. She knows if you kind of one of us setting them battle.
Yeah.
She's stationary. It's an ambush.
Yeah.
You've got 2 guys approaching her. Because she knows the guy with the white hat is also part of this race.
Yes.
She's seen the guy with the white hat being behind you.
Yes.
Right? So that's all you've already got your work cut out. So I don't even think I'll be able to do that because I would wait until she's completely out of eyeshot.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to undermine or contradict James because he's got a bit more big gun home to play numbers, and I'm more about let's read the play a bit better and try and be efficient without energy and it's still worthwhile doing. I just know that if that was done in a different time, right? And when she was on her own and when you're on your own, it would have gone well. So just take solace in that, right?
Yeah.
And I'd almost wager that she wouldn't have given the whole of it.
Yeah.
Just understand that James will encourage you to do it.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't, but I'm not saying that he's right or I'm wrong, or I'm wrong and he's right.
Yes.
We're both right, different coaches, right?
Yeah.
But just know that it's a different sort of environment, it might have got a bit different. But you've got a lot of stake right, so there's something I think before you leave in social awareness is that she's aware, she's attracted, she's aware there are 4 guys here, she's aware there's 2 guys out of the 4 guys. She knows exactly what's going to happen here.
Yes.
And she's stationary. So I think for me, the great thing about you is that you really, when I saw you, man, like you were really you came across this kind of defeated, Irish kind of potato where you didn't really emanate much energy or there wasn't much kind of like, there wasn't much, passion or really. It was hard to get a word out of you, right? Mm-hmm. So now I see, and even your body, like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, you would have been sitting like this, right? Yeah. But now you can kind of like, that's exactly how I would sit. It's almost a carbon copy of how I sit, right? So you got these, your social skills, you're actually now interacting with everything today. When you ask the guy what was that nice music you were listening to, he said, it's Turkish music. He kind of made his afternoon because he kind of like, Turkish music, this is my country, and we kind of got to this conversation. You created a nice vibe, nice energy, which made you feel good, made me feel good, made everyone feel good. Right, so then you kind of disarming people. You're now projecting your voice a bit better. You're talking slower.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas before, you weren't doing any approaches.
Yeah.
It's really hard for you to get out of your shell. Now you're out of your shell.
Yeah.
You're off what's the expression? You're out of the gates.
Yeah.
The horse is bolted. No. It's away and running. He's off and running.
Yeah,
he's off the charts. No. He's on the scoreboard. Well, not like the scoreboard, but like you. Yeah. On the way to talking up. So for me, the social skills have increased 2 or 3-fold from the base you started. So you can see the trajectory that you're on, which is really exciting. Yeah. The main thing is you just need to reps, do the exercises James and I give you. You want to hit all these milestones of finish the acting course. Yeah. Join the gym. Do your 20 reps a week. Hit those milestones, and there's no way you can't become really good at this after 6 months, 12 months. Yeah.
So the other areas that I noted down that I think are definitely worth exploring, and I want you to talk to these experts because they're going to help you with these value adds. It's obviously about the social skills is important, but the other areas worth discussing that I think are standout things that will really improve, that you need to build the whole thing together, right, would be First of all, getting your hormones looked at. So doing I'll send you the list of blood tests to get. The reason I say that is because over the age of, you're 32?
Yeah, 23.
33?
That was the age of Jesus Christ was crucified.
33?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, at 33.
But someone was telling...
Your wise again in 3 days and you become the player you've always meant to be.
After the age of 30, 95% of the clients we work with have low testosterone or thyroid issues, and it's worth getting those looked at just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because obviously if the hormones are off, you're fighting an uphill battle. If your testosterone's low, your drive to approach women, your sex drive, your ability to lean into fear, all these things that basically are a masculine energy thing are going to be reduced. So luckily in this day and age we can absolutely optimize it, but we need to know what's going on first and then we can see from that. So I'll send you a list of bloods, we'll get the results and then we'll plan what to do there. There is a hormone guy you can speak to if needs be. Maybe the results come back and it's completely fine and then we don't need to worry about it, but at least it's ticked off out. You know, better the devil you know, as they say.
Yeah.
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below. So the other thing, definitely worth you doing a fashion makeover at some stage. Okay. You've got to maybe speak to Joe. He's pretty decent with the fashion, and look, it's about forming your ideal avatar of what you want. Yeah. So Joe's avatar is a bit more kind of raw, animalistic bad boy, you know, kind of Neanderthal, you know, but well, yeah, I mean, women are under no illusion what to expect. If he approaches right, he's going to try and have sex with them quickly, and that's it. He's not the sort of girl. He's not the soft sort of guy, based on how he looks, at least, you know, they're going to bring him home to meet the parents and all that stuff. My avatar is a bit more guy in a suit, kind of the, I don't know how.
Get fleeced.
Yeah, like a used car salesman, basically. Like, I'm going to sell you a dodgy car. And then you've got Troy, who kind of dresses like some sort of aristocrat, disabled aristocrat. I mean, you've got a real mix of avatar, and then you've got Broody dressed as a paedophilic tennis teacher. So you've got a real mix of avatars, and it's about finding that avatar that suits you best. Yeah. But it is, you know, you can Google this stuff. You can literally go on Instagram and put in cool men's fashion avatars, and it will pop up with all sorts of, you know, do you want to be the leather jacket dude, you know, the kind of James Dean figure? Do you want to be the guy in a suit? Luckily, you can really decide that and think about, right, what's going to suit me and how I want to come across, you know. And it's super important to do that rather than do what most guys do, which is just throw on a load of clothes and hope for the best. I mean, it's not really an optimized way of doing it. So looking at fashion, I think maybe even speak to Joe about the fashion. Sexual confidence, something that we all struggle with. Sexual shame, it can be something quite intense, like Mr. Jenkins getting his paws into you know, behind the bike shed when you're 12, or it can be something as innocuous as your mum not being there much when you were young, or you got cheated on by a girl. But we all have hang-ups around sex, and the reality is sex is a beautiful thing. It's the only reason we're all here, and it's the only reason you're actually alive, right? Your prerogative, you're born, you reproduce, you die. So if you have hang-ups seeing it yourself as a sexual being, or women as sexual beings, or what most guys have, which is both, that's going to be presented as a lack of a sex life, right? So Bonaparte, the sex coach, is very, very good at helping guys work through sexual shame. We all have it, he has it, I have it. It's an ongoing process to work through it, but you can become a lot more sexually confident, and it's a very empowering place to be when you sort that out, and it's absolutely something that can be fixed quite quick. The other thing, the other guy I talked to would be, for the masculinity development thing, would be Mr. Justin. So he helps guys map out kind of a rules, codes, principles to live by, a bit like a samurai warrior, right? What do you stand for? What's Aidan's proverbial, Mr. A's proverbial castle, right? If a girl comes up, what's it all about? What do you stand for? Who are you as a man? What would you die for? Helping you map that shit out is really important, because then you filter women in and out of your life very simply, because they know what you stand for, you know what you stand for, and you're just like, no, she's not the right fit, she's the right fit, yeah, come in, you know? So he's very, very good at mapping out stuff like that. And then the other thing, obviously, is if you've got the finances to be able to do so, it'd be great for you to join us in future locations, wherever they may be. I know you're talking to Joe about potentially joining him in Croatia. I think it's an excellent idea. And equally, you know, we've been traveling the world, and we go to some weird and wacky places where it's actually a lot easier than, say, Warsaw to get intimate with people. So the other benefit of doing that is, do you like MILF Hunter? Grill hunter. Great grill hunter. The other benefit, rather than Gandhi sandals, the other benefit of doing that, traveling to places like Brazil, Colombia, Mexico, is you get to see the world with a cool group of guys, you get to hang around with cool guys, and you get to learn a fuckload, and you're dating in locations where you're the exotic creature, right? Because there's not many guys from Ireland in, say, Brazil or Colombia, and so you're a shiny object, your value goes through the roof. So that's the beauty of travel, So I think if you look at all those areas and get those fixed up, alongside actually doing the reps, man, in 3-6 months' time, you really could be, it's not an understatement to say, you could be literally a totally new person and like a step towards basically the optimized version of yourself. It's not, this is the hero's journey, and this is the path we all have to go on. And it's the only thing you can do, because otherwise we're all going to die one day. So we can either sit there complaining about our loss in life and not leveling up, or we can play the cards we're dealt to the best of our ability, and leave this mortal coil saying we gave it all we could do, right? Which is what you've got to do as a man. So it's great that you came out to Warsaw, and it's great you're getting your toes wet with this stuff, your feet wet with this stuff, and it's the start of the journey for you. And I'm excited where you can go, because I haven't spent much time with you, but even the last few days you spending time with Joe and John, I can see the improvement, man. Like really, even the way you're coming across, like when you first showed up, it was very head down and blah, blah, blah. Barely saying a word, and now it's like you're actually projecting your voice, you're looking around, you're approaching. It's awesome, the difference even in 2 days. So I'm excited where it can go, and the learning curve for you is just going to be like this in a good way. You can rapidly accelerate because you're starting at a base level. Anything to add, Joe?
No, I think the most important thing is making sure that when you get back home, it might take you a while to transition from Ireland to wherever you want to be, to transition with work or location, whatever. Important just to continue keeping the motor skills ticking over, keeping everything ticking over. The last thing you want to do is have this nice trajectory momentum and then just dip. Everything goes dormant. You get it all back, but it takes a little while to get it back, right? So
not so much. Your first.
Kind of looks like a pierogi in a good way. In a a good way. No, I'm joking. It's fine. Obviously.
So yeah, the key thing is making sure that you don't have too much of a gap between now and then the next session, be it Zagreb, be it Bootcamp.
Yeah, and you're finding any excuse to be social, even if the place you're returning to is not optimised because it's a smaller place. Trying to make conversation with people, trying to make small talk every day. Waking up, looking in the mirror, giving yourself a bit of a pep talk, going, right, if this was my last day on earth, how would the most social version of Mr. A be acting? Yeah. And go out and just start building that momentum up, because we're always going to wake up feeling socially stifled and a bit anxious. It's just the way. It's a low energy state. We've been lying in one position all night, sleeping. So we're going to wake up feeling a bit anxious and blah, blah, blah. And your job is to quickly get yourself to that social state as quickly as possible. And the way to do that is walk out of your house and just, person serving you coffee, make small talk, you know. Person letting you into the gym, which you're going to start going to, because Joe's going to force you. You know, make small talk with them. When you get lunch, make small talk with them. Whatever it is, you know, people on the phone at work, make small talk with them.
I also want you to report back to us, even on a regular basis.
On the group,
Just on the group, just with what you're doing, how you're going. There needs to be an element of accountability. Right?
We are there, and you've got free accountability now with us for the next 2 to 3 months. So use us as much as you want to check in with us whenever you're not sure about stuff. Ask us questions. We can set you goals each week for socialising. You can check in with us on a daily basis. I don't give a fuck. I just want to see you develop. And the important thing now is everyone usually drops off after boot camp, and we're here to make sure that doesn't happen, right? Because you've invested a lot of your time now, and you've come out to a crazy place, and you had all that drama getting here. So it'd be a complete waste if you just don't do anything.
Clarify for Mr. A what you mean by a lot of people drop off after boot camp.
Well, they have a great time when they're out with us, and then they go back to cold, rainy, wherever they are, and they look out the window and they go, oh, well, this seems too hard. But we're there to help you and give you tasks and hold you accountable and really take you by the hand and guide you through, because I know how hard it can be to transition this stuff on your own, to doing it with us on your own, but we are there to help. It's completely free, and it's included in the training. And so the guys that actually succeed at this are constantly in touch with us on their group, constantly asking us questions, constantly asking them to set goals for them socially, and actually just doing what we say every day, and every day just trying to make an effort to be more social. And if you're 1% or 2% more social next week than you were this week, that's success. Because in 50 weeks, you're 50% more social, or 100% if you're doing it at 2% per week. So the results can be miraculous, but it requires consistency. This is the biggest thing, that it's so easy to build momentum with, but it's so easy to drop off the momentum at the same time. Do you like her?
Concerns? Anything that you're not sure of? Anything that you're like, oh, this feels like it's not going to be insurmountable?
The biggest concern for me is the fact you're going back to a place with a very small population. So what I'd recommend to do is once a week or once every 2 weeks, book to go to a bigger city, book an Airbnb for the weekend, and I can put you in touch with Wings in Cork or Limerick or Dublin, and you charge around and you just fucking hit the approach and go for instant dates and try and set up dates with women in the city for the weekend. There's no excuse not to do that. You know, you have to make the most of the situation you're in until you can make that better by moving. You know. But we're there for you, bro, and I really am excited if you can focus on just keeping the reps going and also leveling up the other areas which are important. The sky's the limit, it really is. There's no reason. We've taught way tougher case than you before, and the dudes have succeeded. But you have to go. You have to go all in. You have to go all in. You have to go all in. You can't be half a gangster, right? And if you want it, really with this stuff, it's input equals output. Well, with all of life, it's input equals output. You can't be half a gangster and expect to succeed. It won't work. It's a ruthless market. It can be won, but you have to go all in.
Mr. Ray's about 5% gangster, 95% nice Irish.
I thought you were going to say pint of Guinness. 95. No, what's the other Guinness they have? It's like a Murphy's
and Beamish.
Murphy's is awesome. I'm a big fan of Murphy's. I actually prefer it. And there's another one as well, but I can't remember the name. Is it Beamish? I can't remember. There's another one, I think.
What are you drinking?
Wheat beer.
Oh, Weiss beer.
I've seen you drink a lot of alcohol, that's true.
Good for him, staying sober, right? It's definitely the way forward. It's good to learn day game and get comfortable with all those uncomfortable feelings that come up without cloaking it with booze. So,
because
it's just dealing with uncomfortable feelings. That's really it is. Emotional mastery. Because if you master your emotions, you can approach anyone ever, right? It's just our emotions getting in the way of us doing the thing. And cloaking it with alcohol doesn't actually help, because it doesn't allow you to deal with those emotions and master those emotions and become more resilient. Because we're not our thoughts and we're not our feelings, right? We're an entity that sits behind them. So real self-mastery is your ability to hear your feelings and hear your thoughts and still take the correct action anyway, because often they're trying to say stuff that keeps you in a comfort zone, but fuck it. It's like override them, acknowledge them, but then do the right thing anyway. You know, because your brain will always go, oh, she's walking too fast, and then you're going to feel resistance in your body, those two things. But people with self-mastery feel those things, accept them, and take the action anyway, regardless of what they think and how they feel. And that's, for me, is almost true self-mastery. Not be a slave to your thoughts or emotions, always be able to take the correct hero action past them, which is not the easiest thing to do, but even being aware of that helps some people. Cool. Any final concluding thoughts?
No, it's been really good last probably 5-6 days here, and at first I didn't know what to think because I arrived late and I was like, oh, what am I doing here? And there were a few doubts, and when I spoke to Joe on Tuesday, it was really good. You kind of get a good understanding where I was at the time, and it's kind of really, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday has been really good, and same with John. Just like it helped me a lot. It's been a great few days actually.
And honestly, man, I haven't really seen much of you, but you seem fuck tons more confident. Just the way you're articulating things and just being, like, the way you're acting socially now. Your body language is chilled. You're projecting your voice. Your eye contact's better. I'm impressed just with that. I mean, without all the other stuff.
When I arrived on Saturday, my main goal was to be more confident, more outgoing, my voice more strong, on set, like not being weak. Right. And since Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, just feels that I'm staying in a set, not just leaving.
Right.
And it's been great. Like just Yeah,
because a lot of guys suffer with premature ejaculation, and it's like a delayed approach anxiety where they'll walk away from the conversation after 1 minute, and it's just like, no, stay in. Concrete boots was the concept I coined it as, which is, I'm just going to say in the conversation, come hell or high water, she's either going to walk away every time, or I'm going to get a number.
Yeah.
Because I used to do it a lot. I used to go in there and it was almost like going well, so I'd blow myself out. I was like, oh, this is going too well, let me self-sabotage it.
Yeah.
Or just get scared, right, and just fuck off, right? But it's just planting your feet and staying there and just relaxing, because again, the more we can do this, the more you relax, because it's just confidence is just situational competence. So you do something up 500 times, whatever it is, you just feel more confident, and then how you feel is how the girl feels.
Yeah.
Because mirror neurons are very real. So everything you feel, she feels. So if you're confident, you're relaxed, that's how she feels, right? So it's just practicing. It gets easier. The nerves never really go away, but you start to just kind of accept it and just sometimes be excited by it, because it's the same physiological response in your body, anxiety or excitement. It's just how you interpret it. You're going to get the sweaty palms, increased heart rate, fight or flight response, but do you interpret it in your brain as excitement or anxiety? It's better to interpret it as excitement, because when you see a girl that you're attracted to, you're always going to feel that, and it's your body's way of saying go and speak to her, because you don't see it when you see an unattractive woman, right? You don't feel anything. So it should have been coined approach excitement, not approach anxiety. Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.
Yeah, you get energy, and today actually John did an approach with a girl over in the shopping area today. And he was just like, I had the earphones on when I was watching.
Oh, you're listening to him?
Listening.
Oh, awesome, bro.
His approach was so good. He approached the girl at 12 o'clock.
Breaking rapport, having fun, all that stuff.
And like, she was given the shit test, like, you know, and he's like, oh, I have a boyfriend, and John was like, it's still in strong frame, and had like 5 minutes chat with this girl, and I was like, that will be my goal, or just like in next 6 months or 9 months time, like, but you know, passing the shit tests, have a strong frame, like I'm in control.
Let's crawl before we can walk. So the main thing you need to think about is just smiling, and speaking slow and projecting your voice, and starting on a good note.
Yes.
And those things will come.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
But it's a good aim to have in the back of your head, for sure. And look, Joe and John are both very good for different reasons. Joe is very about vibe and energy, and I think, you know, I'm a big advocate of that, because I think vibe and energy are really the keys to the kingdom. But John is awesome for a guy like you who is starting out, because he gives you that structure. It's very routine, right? And so if you can combine the energy of Joe and the vibe of Joe and that upbeat, charismatic, you know, open body language with the structure of John, that's mingling the best of both worlds for someone like you, I think.
Yeah.
So it's great you've worked with both of them, because they bring different things to the table which are both necessary for you.
I even did an approach yesterday, and it was going well. It was just a Ukrainian girl. She's singing.
With me, with John.
John. And it was going so well, and like I just walked away from the set when, like,
Premature ejaculation.
Yeah, it's just like
classic textbook example.
Premature exit.
I was like, why am I? And then went back to John's apartment. He showed me one of his approaches that he done in one of the shopping centres in Warsaw, and he was speaking to this beautiful girl, blonde, blue eyes, the whole lot. And he spoke to her for 8 minutes, and he just how he moved from what you're doing. He was like saying, oh, that's a great job, or this is. He was taking the piss, but like in a good
breaking rapport, right? I don't trust you now, wagging the finger. Oh, you know how you know you're a bad girl, all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's how you do it, like.
But you can just use the rinse and repeat. It's not. It's more about the vibe and understanding. You're getting an understanding of what needs to be done because at the end of the day, it's just a conversation we have every time.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's not that scary after a while when you realise it is just a fucking conversation. It's not life and death, right?
Yeah.
And then your body starts to learn it because it realises every time you run in, although it seems scary at the beginning, you don't physically die. So it starts to get used to it, and then you can start to relax.
Yeah.
Right? Because on a visceral level, the reptilian brain can't tell the difference between a saber-toothed tiger or a hot girl. But you can consciously start to program the fact that there is a difference and you're not going to die.
Yeah.
So that's great, man. It's been awesome. Well, not doing anything actually, but awesome outsourcing to these great coaches, Joe and John.
Well, it's been awesome you observing how he's changed from day one.
Honestly, man. Even the last 2 days, you know, since you've done individual sessions with Joe and John, the way you come across is just night and day difference, man. And you'll see it on the footage when you watch it. It's just awesome. And I'd love to see where you're at in 3 to 6 months if you really go all in with all this stuff. And there's nothing else to be done. It is the hero's journey, right?
Yeah.
The end prize for life is we all get to die. Why the fuck wouldn't you go all in and try and master this stuff? What else is there to do, right? Nothing, you know. This is the thing, right? Do you want kids at some stage, or you're not fussed about family? See how it goes.
See how it goes. Yeah, that's at the moment. Yeah, see how it goes. But I just also this is like I know day game and night game are really good, but it's also just your communication skills will get better. You can speak to people.
You feel better about life when you can interact with people and have fun and just talk to people, right? We're built to be social animals. So I completely agree. It's a complete no-brainer. We've got to wrap up because the taxi is here.
Okay.
So it's been a pleasure, Mr. Aidan.